Assalamu Alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So in today's video I'm going to go over my portfolio. So I'm going to show you all the buys and sells, portfolio update, so show you every single individual stock that I own, the dividends that I've received for the month of January. We're going to talk about the rental income that I've received, and then at the end, if you stay at the end, I will show you the ISA left, so how much basically I need to contribute to my ISA before April the 6th. So what you see here is my portfolio. This is my 4th year of contribution to this portfolio. So in May of this year, it will become 4 years of contributing to this ISA account. ISA in the UK, for those who are not from the UK, is basically tax advantaged account. So that means the government will not tax any of the dividends that I receive as well as the capital gains. So it's tax free. So what I'm trying to do is every year we get £20,000, and I'm going to try to maximize that and just add £20,000 every single year. I've done that for now 3 years, so we'll see if I can do it. I've still got quite a bit, and I will show you at the end of the video. Now before we get to that, I would really appreciate if you can like the video, subscribe to the channel. It takes a lot of time and effort to put these videos together. And if you can, it will be really wonderful to have you join us on the Patreon account, where you get access to all the buys and sales and all of that stuff, Sharia compliant investing ebook, as well as a Discord access to where a lot of brothers are sharing very good practices on daily basis. So first thing we're going to do is show you all the buys and sales for the month of January, and then I will show you the entire portfolio, dividends received, rental income, and then the ISA allowance. So here are my buys and sales for the month of January. So I've sold out the Islamic ETF, the iShares Islamic ETF, and the reason I sold it was the performance was okayish, the dividends were almost non-existent, and I realized there are other better opportunities out there, and I have not actually had the conviction to kind of contribute to that ETF every single month. So I haven't touched it for almost a year. I think I haven't actually added anything to it, and it was just sitting there. I think it was up about £100 something. So I thought, you know what, I'm not holding it for the dividends, I'm not holding it for the price appreciation. Okay, it's a safe bet if you like, but right now it's not doing anything in the portfolio. So I've taken that money out, and I actually bought that, basically added to other companies, as well as starting the invest code Dow Jones Islamic, which is basically, I feel like will probably be better, perform better in the long run. This is basically, this ETF more or less tracks the S&P 500. Of course, mine is the non-Sharia compliant companies. So I want to build a list of 3%, 4%, 5% maybe of all my portfolio to be this ETF, inshallah, in the long run. So hopefully it can help me track the S&P 500 against, and then I can see that I can benchmark that against my portfolio and so on. So here are the companies that I've actually added to. So I actually added to Linde. I've actually bought an ExxonMobil Corporation, and I've added 2 shares of Hershey. Hershey, I think, is reporting this coming week, so we'll see what they report. Air Products and Chemicals, I've actually added to them as well, to basically 2 more shares of this. And in total, this will give me about over £50 overall in terms of total income. I've spent £2,737, and £1,784 of that was a fresh new money that I've actually included. Now this is not enough for me to actually maximize my ISA account moving forward, so I need about 2,000 plus, so I'll show you at the end of the video. But that's the buys and the sales that I made in this month. So inshallah, the next couple of, basically this month in February and next month, I will have to buy a lot more stocks, inshallah. So that's the buys and sales. Now let's have a look at the actual portfolio. So I'm going to quickly go over. I've done 2 videos of the best performing stocks that I own and the worst performing stocks that I own in this portfolio. So if you're interested, go and watch those 2 videos first, so you know exactly some of the companies in this portfolio. So know, the ones that I've done really well and so on. As you can see, the entire portfolio is up just 10.5%, over £9,000 overall. I've contributed about £85,000, but some of that can basically include is price appreciation, include the capital gain, as well as dividends received. So my initial investment is less than £85,000, and I'll show you inshallah at the end of the video. Now 3M is still in the portfolio, so it's one of the companies that I've talked about recently. I'm definitely going to sell it if I can break even at some point. Air Product and Chemicals is undervalued, so I'm going to buy more of this company. ASML, I'm not touching it right now. I'm up almost to 40%. AstraZeneca, definitely adding to it. And automatic data processing, again, I don't think I want to add to it yet. Broadcom, definitely not touching it. Over £3,000 basically all right now in profit. Although I actually sold recently 2 shares and made up over £1,000, I'm still up £3,000 right now, 1,161% up. Cummins is another company that I feel like is undervalued, but it basically gone up quite a bit last few weeks, so I'm not touching it. Exxon is still undervalued, so I want to build at least a 4% of basically my portfolio to be this company. Hershey has gone up, but I'm still buying a bit of it. Home Depot, not touching it right now. Into it again, same thing. Invesco, Dow Jones Islamic Global ETF, I'm gonna add to it every single week inshallah moving forward. Like I said, I want to build at least a 4% of my portfolio to be this ETF. J&J at the moment I'm not touching it, so I'll see how the situation goes with the lawsuits and so on. Linde is actually one of the companies still under I'm still like to add to, so I want to get to at least 10 shares in the next couple of weeks or months. Medtronic, I'm not touching it right now, but it's coming back, which is quite nice. Merck, another company that I'm like, should I actually take this money and buy another undervalued maybe pharma company, or should I just leave it alone? It's up 75% right now, or £1,155, so it's up quite a bit. Orange is one of those what some of you guys have recently basically joined Trading 212, and you used my link there on the description. If you're interested, by the way, go and use that link, so you get a free share just like this one here. So I got this free share. It's not Sharia compliant, so I'm going to sell that and inshallah give away whatever this is, okay, whatever the that £10.43, I'm going to give it away inshallah. Procter & Gamble is one of the companies I like. I'm not touching it. I'm not going to add to it right now. I'm going to leave it alone. Public Storage, definitely buying more. Qualcomm, not touching it. RB, definitely adding to it. Rio Tinto, I think it's come down quite a bit lately, so I would be interested to add more to this company. So I think probably moving forward in the next couple of months I will be adding to. S&P Global, definitely not touching it. Unilever, possibly getting rid of it completely, so we'll see. If you haven't seen one of the videos that I did recently, go and watch that for the reasons behind why I want to sell this company. Union Pacific, I love this company. It's one of my favorite companies out there. I would have liked to have listed 30 shares, but it has gone up so much, so I'm going to leave it about 23% up right now. It's one of my biggest holdings right now, so I'm just going to leave that. UPS, you know how it's basically what I said in the last video, so I'm going to watch that one. So right now is so much undervalued, so I'm going to see what happens in the next few weeks. Visa, love this company. Is one of my all-time favorites. I wish I bought more and more of this company in the last few months, but right now it's about up 28%. So as you can see here, my biggest holdings right now is S&P Global, about over 5,700. ASML 5,600. Union Pacific 5,200. Broadcom 4,800. Even after I sold the 2 shares. Public Storage 4,600. Who would thought? This, I really like this REIT. So inshallah I will be buying more of this company. I want to get at least, how many shares do I have? 21 right now. It would be nicer to get to 25 shares inshallah in the long run. So that's the entire portfolio, and my plan inshallah is I'm gonna get rid of a couple of companies and just kind of maybe have a list of 25. I always said I want to have between 25 and 30 different companies, but right now 25 seems more manageable, so I might get rid of a couple of companies. There's one company I'm really eyeing on right now. I will let you know inshallah when I have more details on that one. But yeah, so right now that's the entire portfolio. So let's now move on to the dividends that I've received in the month of January. And this time it wasn't a lot. It was basically AD, automatic data processing, Merck and Medtronic, as well as Intuit has paid me basically just this month, okay, and the money that I've received is £53.15. So that's the first for 2024. So inshallah we'll see where we are by the end of the year. Last year we made £1,683, so it will be interesting to see how much I make this year. Inshallah, I'm hoping to get at least to £2,000. That will be really a good milestone. Inshallah, if I can make more than £2,000, that would be wonderful. But yeah, so that's £2,000 inshallah in passive income every single year from a portfolio of less than £100,000. That will be really wonderful, and I can build on that, and the compound effect will take place. So every single penny that I've received so far, I've reinvested. So I've never taken any money out of this portfolio, and I'm going to continue doing that. This, as you can see here, by the time we get to May of this year, it will be full 4 years of basically investing and basically within this account. I've had other accounts with Hargreaves and Lansdowne before, but with Trading 212, this will be the 4th year inshallah. So although it's not a lot for this month, inshallah we will see what happens in the next few months, and I can show you my prediction. And this is based on Simply Save Dividend website. As you can see, in February I'm expecting about $76 per share. Remember, I have to pay 15% in terms of taxes side of things. But look at March, inshallah, £600 in March. And if I can actually continue buying some of these companies before the ex-dividend, that's not just the aim always, but I'll probably end up buying some more of these companies here that will be paying me in the month of March. So if I show you in March, you can see Rio Tinto, Public Storage, 3M, UPS, all of these companies will pay me in the month of March. So if some of them I still have not actually passed that ex-dividend day and I start buying more, it will probably be a lot more than that. So inshallah, I'm looking forward to it. But again, I have to pay that 15% in taxes for US companies and so on. And then the next 2 months is always been the same. So I got one really wonderful month, and then 2 months where it's just not great, and then again bounces back, and then same goes and so on. So September, December, June and March are the 4 months where I actually get paid a lot when it comes to dividend side of things. So yeah, we will see what happens with that. So the next thing is the rental income. So my rent, I own one property, basically is an apartment. I receive £550 every single month. £66 of that is a management fee and the VATs and all of that stuff. Alhamdulillah, I had no repairs this month, and that I made £484 after paying all of that. That plus the dividends gives me £537.15, which is decent. Okay, there was some months where the last month it was absolutely amazing, way more than that. I think it was about 700 something. But alhamdulillah, whatever it is, I'm going to continue doing this every single month, inshallah, buying high quality companies, and inshallah continue doing exactly what I've been doing the last few years. And again, if you're watching this video and you're starting right now, okay, it takes a lot of time. As you've seen, it took me almost 4 years basically to be where I am right now. Some of you might be getting £1, £2, whatever. But I just want you to focus on the long run. Don't really worry about what is happening in the stock market today or tomorrow. If you watch my last 2 videos, you will see how long I've had some of these companies in the portfolio. There are companies like Broadcom that's up quite a bit, but it's not just because I bought it yesterday. I had to be patient. It was a time where it was really undervalued. I mean, everyone basically, right, no one was talking about it, and people that talked about it was quite negative. So I hold on to it, and right now look at it. I've actually taken quite a bit of profit off the table, and I'm still up £3,000. Same goes for Merck. No one was touching this company at some point. Right now I'm up 74%. So if you focus on the long run and don't worry about the noise, whatever, have a strategy. Don't buy penny stocks and high flying stocks, whatever. Focus on high quality businesses. I'm not saying I own a lot of high quality businesses here, okay, but it balances because it's a portfolio. I have consumer staples that are just there just to kind of support the portfolio overall. Okay, reduce my beta, reduce the that higher volatility of the basically portfolio. And I do have some really good companies like Visa, for example. I've got Broadcoms, I've got the S&P and Global, and so and so. So there are some good companies in here, and it's the balance that's important. Okay, if you have a balanced portfolio, that's really all you need to do, inshallah. And if you're starting in new, completely new, then start working, basically doing it on just the ETFs rather than just focusing on individual stocks. And the other thing I want to say as well is to make sure that you are focusing genuinely in the long run. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about if company reports today their earnings and they've actually done not well, then figure out why that has happened and see if that gives you an opportunity. Because remember, Hershey is now up 5%, but it wasn't long ago that it was actually up $274 per share. Right now it's less than $200. And the reason is because some people don't believe in the company, blah blah blah, but now it's actually kind of bounced back since then. So it can easily go back to those levels. Okay, at the time it was overvalued. We got an opportunity, we bought it. I'm not saying I'm done buying yet. Okay, I'm still going to continue buying, inshallah, in the next few weeks, because I do still believe it's undervalued. So anyway, so please focus on the long run and buy high quality businesses, and just focus on just yourself, and don't worry about what other people are buying, what other people are saying. Don't watch CNBC and forget the noise. Final thing I want to show you is my ISA. Okay, so right now I've actually used about 73% of my ISA utilization. Right now I need to invest £5,310 in the next 2 months. So I've got February and March, because 6th of April I will get a new basically £20,000. So I want to make sure I invest at least to basically that much. So if you divide that, what is that, £2,655 or something like that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So inshallah, between now and the end of my ISA, before I get the next ISA, I'm going to invest just over £2,600, inshallah. Where am I going to get the money from? It will happen. I don't care how I do it. Inshallah, I'm going to make it happen, because alhamdulillah, I do have my salary. So whatever happens, I'll max that. And if I need anything else, I can sort things out later on. I'm working on a couple of other projects as well. So money is tight at the moment, but I will make it happen, inshallah, because I want to make sure I utilize this entire £20,000. I don't expect much from the UK government, but the fact that they've given us this opportunity, I'm going to make most of this opportunity. And inshallah, 10-15 years down the line, I will look back and say, you know what, that was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. So inshallah, it wouldn't backfire. I will continue to do in this, inshallah. Please forget the naysayers and focus on yourself, inshallah. Buy high quality Sharia compliant stocks and so on. And inshallah, may Allah put barakah in everything you do, inshallah. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu Alaikum.